Now in this preview course, I'm going to teach you a portion of the lesson, and you can find the full-length lesson at pianowithjonny.com. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're going to get started here with the first section of the tune. I'm going to play it for you. Kind of want you to just listen to it, take it in, and then I'm going to break down exactly what I'm doing. And also, again, throughout this lesson, I'm going to be talking about my arranging techniques, meaning how did I take this, very basic melody, basic chords, and then construct it into this pop arrangement. Okay, so go ahead and take a listen. Here is the first section. We're going to stop there, okay? So this obviously has a very epic sound to it. That piano starts off with these open fifths, right? It's this kind of mysterious sound, what's going to happen, right? And then the left hand comes in, right? Very grand, very sort of kingly in a sense, okay? So here we go. Let's talk about the right hand. So we're going to be starting with this open fifth pattern, C, G, and C, and this red dot here, this is a little reference point for middle C on your piano, okay? So this is the first position here, and we're just going to rock this. Okay, see how this works? We're going top C, bottom C, middle G, and back down to C. That's our basic pattern. Okay, and so we're going to do this for 3 measures in the tune. Now we have the sheet music here. If you read sheet music, if you don't read sheet music, that's totally okay, because I'm going to be explaining each and every measure as we go along. Okay, so that's the basic right hand pattern. Let's talk about the left hand. Okay, the left hand comes in with this really beautiful melody. Da da dun dun dun. That's the melody that everyone knows, and we're going to harmonize it these beautiful 3-note chords. These are basic major chords, but they really punch because we're up in the high mid-range of the piano, and this is a beautiful range to make a melody really sing, okay? So we're starting off E, G. I use finger 3 to finger 2, and then we go big F major chord. I really want you to land in this chord, C, F, A, and really land, okay? Nice, strong. And then here, this is a G major chord, B, D, and G. We got the melody on the top, okay? This is a G major. And then we're going to come down here in the music to a C major chord. That's going to be here, okay? There is your C major chord. This is G, C, and E, okay? So let's go ahead and just play that one more time. We're going to bring that melody in here. Finger 3 on the E, E, G, and then the chord F major, G major, and then C major, okay? Now these are just basic chords. These are the chords that the composer wrote. So we're not really adding anything too magical. Really what we're doing is we're just adding the harmony notes below the melody to come up with a really cool sound with these 3-note chords. And then we come down here with this epic low C's on the piano, and this really solidifies the chord. You really want this. If you're trying to come up with this sort of epic sound, this sort of royal sound, kingly sort of sound, that really solidifies it. When we're down here on the low C's in the piano, C, C, and I love to do this in my arrangement, I go ker-chunk, right? Ker-chunk. And then I land on the downbeat here, okay? Now, if you don't have these low C's on the piano, you could use these C's up above here, but if you have the low C's, really gives it power, okay? So that's gonna be the basic left hand, and that's gonna repeat itself, da-da-dum, dum, dum, right? And then we come down here, ker-chunk, right? On the left hand, okay? So just kind of practice that, get nice and comfortable, ba-ba-bum, bum, bum, ker-chunk. All right, so that's the basic left hand. Okay, so let's go ahead and now talk about putting the hands together. It shouldn't be too hard to do. Again, this is an intermediate level arrangement, so if you're an advanced piano player, this is going to be easy for you. If you're on the intermediate side, this will be perfect. And if you're kind of a beginner, but you're really ambitious and you've played for a little bit, you should be able to handle this just fine. And we're going to take our time here. Okay, so here's how we go. We start with the right hand. Ba, 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 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. they come in together. See what we did there? So we counted 2 rounds of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and those are together. You see that? Okay, we're gonna keep going here. Let's check out the next chord. That's together. And then the next one. And then the next one. 3, 4, and then we come in with the low C's there. Okay, let's do that. Let's do this measure again, this third measure. Here it is. So we have, let's see, C, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Okay, you see how we have this nice little landing point here? Really, really effective, okay? Okay, so that's how the hands come together. What I want to do now is just work on putting the hands together, you know, kind of gradually speeding it up. Because once you get this section where the hands come together, it just repeats, right? So this whole first of the section of the song is pretty easy to learn because you only have to learn this initial 4-measure phrase. So let's go ahead and we're going to start here. If you're following along in the sheet music, we're going to start at measure 4. This is where the hands kind of come together, okay? So here we go. We're going to start with the right hand. 1, 2, 3, and then the hands together. 4, okay? And then the chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the C major. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go ahead and do this same thing again. And what we're working on here is speeding it up, getting nice and comfortable with the phrasing and making it musical. So not really thinking about here the notes and the rhythms, but just starting to kind of feel it. Very, very important, okay? A little faster now. Right hand, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, and we're going to do it once more, a little faster now. Okay, here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, and that's about performance tempo. We'll do it one more time, and then we're going to move on here. Here we go, right hand. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And now you're starting to sound really good, and this phrasing is starting to sound really nice. Okay, so if you're struggling to go at the speed I'm taking you, that's totally fine because you can pause the video and work on each hand, and then go ahead. Once you have the hands, then hands together, then go ahead and play the video and try to play along with me to make sure the rhythms are correct. But we're going to move on through the arrangement because there's a lot to cover. And what I want to do next is I want to work through the first section of the tune and basically, you know, play the whole thing and now sort of put it together in context. Now, this left-hand melody that we just played, that's going to happen twice, right? Kerchunk. Wait, all the way down here, we do the same thing. Da-da-dum-dum-dum. Same thing down here. And then we're ready for that beautiful melody. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start off with that beautiful open fifths in the right hand, kind of creating this beautiful ethereal sound, this ambient sound. It's a very mysterious sound, and we don't know what's going to happen, and that's the beauty of fifths at the piano, okay? There's no major third in the chord, so it's like, well, is this a major chord? Is this a minor chord? That's the sound we're creating, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to play this right hand fifths, basically 4 measures, okay? And the way we count each measure is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 1 measure. And then again, 2, 3, 4. And then measure 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then measure 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're in. Okay? See how that works? So let's go ahead and put it together in context, and I'll make sure we count along the measures. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, measure 2. Measure 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and then the chord 1, 2, 3, 4, C major, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then we're back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so do you see how we end the phrase? Basically, on that last kerchunk, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And you end on that high C. It's a nice little landing point, and it creates some suspense, because what's going to happen? And then we come in with the melody. Da, da, da. Right? All right, so let's go ahead and put this together. We're going to go a little bit faster this time. And again, we're building incrementally. You always want to start off very slow, work on putting the hands together nice and slowly, and then you start speeding it up, okay? Here we go, right hand. Here it is, a little faster. Here it is, 3, 4, 1, 3, 2, 2. Measure 3, 2, 3, 4, 2. Here we go, next measure. 4, and then the C on top. Okay? Let's do it one more time. We're gonna go a little faster now, and this is about performance tempo. Okay? Here we go, I'll count you off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. Here it is. Kerchunk. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that is the first section of the song. And really, the goal here, I always tell all my students this, is when you're learning a tune, be as quick as possible to memorizing the song, because as soon as you memorize it, you're free from the sheet music. You don't need the sheet music. You don't need the video to watch the video. You're internalizing it and you're making it own. So something that I want to encourage you to do is before you move on to the next few sections of the arrangement is memorize this section and get it in your hands. It's very pleasing to play, and minimally, even if you can just memorize this, it's still fun to play for your friends, and they're going to know right away. That is the Hercules introduction, and that sounds really cool. So great job so far, and next we're going to talk about the first verse of the song, and this is the part where the melody really starts to stand out, and this is the part that you would normally sing the tune. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play it for you, then I'm going to break down each hand, we're going to put the hands together, and then I also want to explain some of my arranging techniques. Basically, how do you take other songs like this and play them in this pop style, okay? So there is a lot of fun coming in this section. So let's go ahead and play this. We just finished these open fifths. And then now we're in with this beautiful melody. Hey, thanks for watching this preview course, and you can find the full-length lesson at pianowithjonny.com. And if you enjoyed this arrangement and playing pop piano, we have lots of other lessons in popular piano and also lots of other Disney arrangements. Now, if you want full access to all of my lessons and access to a huge selection of sheet music, check out the membership at pianowithjonny.com. We have an amazing community of piano players, and not only do you get access to all of this content, but we also do live events every single month. We do a live Q&A, we do a live workshop where you can interact with me, ask me your practice questions, and I'll give you personalized advice. So check out the membership. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.